today. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Houston Texans.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans. Hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Houston.
Back over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
down, number 80.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
To throw on 2nd down, Jeffries. He finds Corey Davis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10.
The numbers for Davis last week, 5 catches, 76 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Marlon Mack.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
He completes this one to Mack. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometime, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jeffries. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Jeffries. They'll run the screen with Mack. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy against the defense, and it worked very well there for a first down.
Wow. Hey man, hey, this is the last Madden I'm playing, so I gotta reap everything. I know you're gonna get it. Tell me about it. You got the 5, so I mean you should get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be set up for failure. You know what I'm saying? I heard they tried. I did read some things as far as coaching staff. You know. Yeah, you could your offensive coordinator and stuff like that. You got more emphasis on it.
You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from the first down.
Stopped him in his tracks.
Yeah, we get. Yeah, I mean it's like NCAA.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
They brought NCAA back to that's it. That's
That's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Nah. Yeah, see. And plus, the Texans ain't gonna have nothing I want next year.
After the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
You know what I'm saying? Like I build them perfectly right now. I got them where I want. Deshaun's still with me. Like you know.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes.
But the thing is though, the game is going. The makers of the game. Yeah, I have nothing. I'm waiting for year 2. I'm waiting for this after this season draft to make stuff in motion. Hey, bro, it's exactly what Boogie. It's exactly what I did this year. It's my team didn't come together till 2 seasons ago. We're in season 4, so like the end of season 2. But I made way more trades season 1. Like no, everybody gone. We're rebuilding now. first day, you got to pack your bags. You're gone. You're gone. I never liked you. Yeah, we're gonna put you in. We're gonna put you in a nice place. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right.
Slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
It's brought in left side by Tate. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy.
That's what happened with Cooks. But see, what would work for me is Nick Casario made all these reconstruction deals. So, you know what I'm saying?
Jeffries under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there.
It's just coming in. I shouldn't be winning. It's hard. It's gonna be because not only that, the ranks that they're gonna give the Texans is gonna be trash. So it's like, yeah. Like Davis Mills is going to be like a 65. Tyrod might be a 74. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Colts on
especially rookies.
Down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route.
So that's the reason why I'm not really hyped to get it. You know what I'm saying? Because my team is shit. So I'm coming in and I'm revamping off the muscle. So I'm already like. No.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them.
Yeah.
If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Right.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Right. Yeah. See, you are a true new GM. I'm coming in and bringing my people in. All right. Y'all gotta go. I have no.
On first down, Watson. Inside here, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40.
Yeah.
They'll mark him down at the 39.
Yeah, sentiment. Yeah, he cold. Sentimental value.
17 yards and moves the sticks. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Right.
It's incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back.
Emotional ties, yeah.
But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Watson's throw here taken by Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of it.
Right.
About that when this one is over.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up.
I might have to do that coming in next season, because I ain't getting the game right away.
On 2nd down. Right side, Tate. He is out of bounds.
I'd be surprised if somebody don't take the Texans.
16 yards, a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the
rebuild their ass in one year.
It appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. He dumps this off to Mack.
Every time.
Right on the chalk at a 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, he could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs
how you
through
gonna like
people.
how you like
They were
now?
right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The throw to the middle taken in. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd and 2, Jeffries. He's going to be hit and taken down.
Hold on quick.
48-yard line.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
A 36-yard and control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 10. And the Texans first down.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Titans with the lead in the second quarter of play. A.J. Brown, a touchdown reception.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This will be fielded inside to 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston set to take over. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first.
And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and 10, Watson throwing middle, and it's complete. Another breakaway. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL,
Wind down
they all say the
Wednesday.
exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Yeah, I was asked if I was down.
To the 27.
That's a good start to this drive on the defense.
When ain't I?
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
The
surprised
game
now.
does come on
A little
today.
bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I'm in the third quarter.
That
So.
one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Looking to throw on second down. Jeffries. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. And he's going to go down again.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
It's fourth down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Down and 20.
Throwing on second and long. Watson eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy.
Tate. A gain of 13.
They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jeffries. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jeffries. He took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Ross Blacklock, a sack of the afternoon. To fall out of field goal range. Now a throw here, hauled in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Jeffries. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 16. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught with a penalty.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Jeffries. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jeffries. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And that'll bring up second down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Taken down and sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on second down, Jeffries. The toss here completed to Pittman. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to take another shot here. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Ross Blacklock able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? He is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, Jeffries over the middle. He's got his tight end Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
6-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jeffries. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Able to push his way through. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And heading back onto the field now, the Texans defense. They did their job coming into the hostile environment, doing what needed to be done to get the W.
And that has to feel great because all during the week, that's one of the goals that they talked about. Going on the road, making that stadium their own, establishing themselves in the game. Give them credit. They got all those things done.
Yeah, both sides of the football did their job in this one. Back to the air on second down. Jeffries. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
First and 10 at the
on first down. Jeffries. This one caught by Davis.
Jeffries.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Marlon Mack. Incomplete.
They come up now, 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Jeffries. Now the incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
I just finished the game.
Choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on.
Finished with a pick 6. Man,